I have 500,000 followers across 3 different platforms, and those 3 platforms are the 3 main platforms, right? Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Now, how did I build my personal brand to over 500,000 followers? I'll give it you in very, very simple terms, and then we'll dive into detail. The number one thing, bro, consistency. Whenever anybody asks me, oh, how do I do what you're doing, bro? How do I start posting content? How do I build my personal brand? How do I get good at this? How do I build a following, right? They never want to hear this, bro, but I give them this answer because it's the number one fucking thing that you need to know in order to see results in this area of life, and it's consistency. Bro, I post every fucking day on at least one of these platforms, and I have posted every single day for the past 3 years. I've not missed a day for 3 fucking years, bro. I've posted something somewhere, right? I might not have posted on YouTube every day. I might not have posted on Instagram every day. I might not have posted on TikTok every day, but I've posted somewhere at least once a day on one of the platforms. It's consistency that's got me to this point, right? I've not posted for, 2 videos one week and then 6 videos the next week, and then I've dialed it back down to 1 video the week after that. I've never done that. First things first is you need to fucking post content every single day. Second thing, right? Pick something that you're passionate about, something that you enjoy, something that you can talk about regardless of whether people are listening to you or not. Something that's always on your mind, right? An area of life where you've made progress in, that you're so fucking passionate about that you would talk about it regardless of whether people want to fucking watch the content or listen to you talk about it or not. Because the passion is what will allow you to continue to make content without seeing results. If you're only doing this, bro, to make money, if you're only doing this to see results, if you're only doing this for clout, you will never succeed. Let me just tell you that. If you're only here and you only want to build a personal brand just so you can, again, make money off the back of it, you're never going to succeed. The man who loves walking will walk further than the man who loves the destination, right? That's just proof right there. That quote is proof as to why you won't succeed if you don't do something or talk about something or create content on something that you're passionate about. Now, when you create this content, you aim to do one of 3 things, right? First thing is educate. Second thing is motivate or inspire. And the third thing is entertain. Now, again, if you do want to make money off the back of it, I would stay away from the entertainment side of things, because the only real way you're going to make money through that is through ad revenue, right? So focus on motivation or inspiration or education or both, right? Your content can have a mixture of both. You watch my content because I either motivate you and inspire you, or I educate you in videos like this and I tell you how to do things, right? How to, again, like, for example, how to build a personal brand. Now, the number one biggest sort of mentality and mindset shift that you can make when it comes to building a personal brand is to just stop giving a fuck, right? Because you're gonna have this fear initially, and that fear might be there because you care what people think, right? You care about people watching your videos. You care about what people might think. You care about other people's judgments of you in your videos, and this is gonna hold you back. This is ultimately it's also gonna dictate your content in a way that you don't want your content to go, right? Because you're gonna try and say things, you're gonna try and do things, you're gonna try and come across in a certain type of way on camera when that's not who you are deep down inside. That's not truly you, right? To be real and authentic, especially in this day and age in 2025 when there's so many people creating content, to just be real and authentic will instantly set you apart, will instantly make you stand out, which is something that you want, right? You want to stand out, you want to be different, and you be different, and the way you come across as different is to just be yourself, is just to just be raw and authentic, right? So the first thing is just fucking post daily, consistently. And then what you post must inspire or educate, and then be raw, authentic, and just be yourself, and again, have a passion and a love for the content that you're posting and the niche that you're posting about, right? So pick your niche, bro. Start posting, and I would specifically post on one platform to start with. I wouldn't go and post on all 3. I wouldn't sort of chase 2 rabbits at once, because you're not going to fucking catch any, right? Chase 1 rabbit. So post on one platform and post on that platform daily. Now, it could be short form content, could be long form content in the beginning. doesn't really matter, right? If you really want my advice, I would say post long form, because it's way better at building a connection with your audience. It's also way better at getting messages across, right? It's better at attracting the right type of audience. If you're only posting brain rot fucking shorts, you're going to attract the wrong type of audience, and you're going to attract an audience that isn't really, that aren't really going to fuck with you. They just kind of watch your shorts because, you know, it's something that they do. But then they'll keep on scrolling, and they'll scroll to the next short and the next short and the next short. So pick a niche, speak about that niche on one platform. And again, it doesn't have to be YouTube, it could be TikTok, could be Instagram, but just pick a niche and speak about it and create content on it every fucking day. And do that for a year straight before you even think about checking analytics or looking at results or seeing what you should do to tweak the content or changing the hooks and the font. Like, those things matter, bro. But at your stage, if you're somebody who's never posted content, you don't know what to post content about, you don't know how the content game works, you don't know how to build a personal brand, none of that shit matters, because you'll just overwhelm yourself, and it's not going to get you anywhere, right? What matters is just showing up, filming yourself, posting the content day in, day out, uploading videos, getting your face out there, getting your message across, showing people that you can help, right? Showing people that you can motivate or educate or inspire. And then just seeing where it goes from there, bro. Like, don't have any expectations when you come to the personal branding game, right? Because it will never work out the way you think it will. It will never work out the way you think it will, and it will never go the way that you think it should go, right? So you might think, oh, well, if I post every day for a year straight, I'll have at least 10k followers by the end of the year. Like, yeah, probably, hopefully. But it's not always how it works, bro. You might only land 1,000 followers within the space of a year. But bro, if you post the right type of content, those 1,000 followers you can still make money off, and those 1,000 followers will be more valuable than 10k followers who only follow you because you've posted one viral video and they liked the viral video, but then they don't fuck with any of your content from there on, right? It's just, in this day and age, in this current state of life that we're in society in 2025, your best option is to build a personal brand that builds a valuable audience, right? And a valuable audience is an audience that will eventually want to purchase something from you, that will eventually want to find out and learn from you, and in exchange for money, right? And that's how you build a business off the back of your content. If you're just trying to, again, entertain people, if you're just trying to post brain rot content, you're not going to get anywhere, bro. That audience is not going to want to buy something from you later on down the line. That audience doesn't care about you, they only care about your brain rot content. Where you want people to actually fuck with you because of your values, because of your opinions, because of what you believe in, because of who you are. Not just because of the content that you post. Yes, you want to aim to educate, motivate, and inspire, but you also want to show people who you are, show people the real you, right? Because people buy from people, and people buy into people, right? So people follow me because, one, they obviously like my content, they like the advice that I give, the motivation and the inspiration that I give, but they also just like me, all right? They like my opinions, they like my values, they like what I'm about in life. And these are the two sort of pinpoints that you need to follow, right? Building an audience that fuck with you, that like you for your values, but also building an audience that like you because of the advice that you're giving, right? But building a personal brand it's a lot fucking easier than you think. Now, that's not to say it's easy. It can be difficult, but there's a level of simplicity to it that will literally allow anybody to go out there and achieve it, right? Anybody can build a personal brand to over 500,000 followers. Just most people won't get there because, one, they won't stay consistent, and two, they won't give it enough time. Now, these are the two things that you really need to drill into your mind, bro. Number one, you have to stay fucking consistent, and number two, you have to give it time. You have to be willing to be patient when you're building a personal brand, because it takes time. You don't deserve anything, right? You don't deserve 1 million followers overnight. You don't deserve 500,000 followers overnight. That's not how life works. You have to put the work in for months, maybe years, before you deserve that. And that's what I did, bro. I blew up on TikTok pretty fast, yes, but Instagram and YouTube was very, very slow for me to take off. And I'm still on this journey, bro. I'm still in the process. Like, filming this video right now is still part of my journey of building my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is not where I want it to be, right? 60k is not where I want to stay. I obviously want to keep progressing and get to 100, to 50k, eventually 500,000 and eventually 1 million. But I know that that's going to take time and consistency, right? And I know that my level, the way that I show up and the videos that I post and the videos that I create are going to have to improve on this journey as well, right? The videos are going to have to get better alongside the consistency is going to have to get better. It's always like building a personal brand is just a game of trial and error, bro. You post content, you look at what works, and then you figure out, okay, if that works, how do I keep on making content like that? And if it doesn't work, how do I switch the content up to make it work, right? To turn it into content that will work. It's all just a big game of trial and error. And again, you can go into all of the autistic shit and look at the hooks and the fucking scripts and the viral fucking content formula, but bro, it's just not how life works. I promise you, it's not how the game works. It's not how building a personal brand works. It fucking just does not work like that, bro. Take it from somebody who's been in this game for 3 years, who's built a following to over 500,000 followers. Like, yes, again, the hooks are definitely important and they definitely do matter, but only to a certain extent. Like, if the way that you come across on camera and the video idea is shit, there's no hook out there that will save that, bro. There's no hook out there that will allow you to have a viral video. If the way that you deliver the message is shit, right? Or if the message itself is shit. Like, it all has to tie in together perfectly. And it does that on its own terms, right? It doesn't do it from you trying to specifically fucking autistically write shit down and try and work out the viral fucking formula. It never works like that, bro. That's why my number one piece of advice is just post daily, show up consistently, and do that for a year straight. That's the advice, bro. Now, again, if there's fear there, I've just posted a video on how you can overcome your fear of talking to a camera, but ultimately it just comes down to taking action, bro. You don't have to post the first 10 videos that you create, right? You don't have to post the first 10 videos that you film. Just film yourself, bro. Get used to speaking to a camera and keep it in your iMessage. Keep it in your photos library, right? Keep it in the library on your phone. It doesn't have to be something that you post. You can just keep it in your phone, or you can even delete it afterwards. Just get used to speaking to the camera, get used to saying shit on camera, because it's a skill that you have to build up over time, and it's not just something that will come to you straight away. Yes, some people will just naturally be more sort of better at it in the beginning, but for most of us, bro, and for me certainly in the beginning, I was fucking awkward as fuck. I didn't know how to do it. I felt weird. It felt so unnatural, and it's gonna feel like that for you, but the only way you overcome that is just by posting the content and taking the action. Sorry, it's just by filming yourself and taking the action. Again, if you want to post the content, cool, even better, but you don't have to. Just get used to speaking to a camera, get used to speaking authentically, right? Because it's not gonna feel authentic at first. You're gonna be like, who the fuck is this talking to the camera? Like, why am I coming across as different to the way that I come across in person? Because you're going to feel like you need to put on a show. You're going to feel like you need to talk in a certain way, say stuff in a certain manner, but you don't need to do any of that. You just need to be authentic. Talk as if you normally would talk to a person. Best way to do this is just to imagine like another person being the camera, or just to imagine a younger version of yourself as the camera. Like, you're speaking to a younger version of yourself, so that way you can be authentic and real, but you can also give advice and teach, right, and educate and inspire. It's that simple, bro. Post consistently on a regular basis, on a daily basis, ideally, which will take a lot of fucking work, bro. Like, welcome to personal branding, by the way. Welcome to business. It takes a lot of fucking work, a lot of mental energy, a lot of physical energy too, but mainly mental energy. So do that, post consistently, day in, day out. Pick a niche that you're passionate about, something that you enjoy talking about, and follow that passion. Don't just do something because you think it's the best way to make money, right? Don't just post content on AI because you think it's the best way to make money. Post content on things that you're passionate about, that you love to talk about, regardless of whether you would make money from it or not. And then last but not least, just fucking be patient, give it time, and aim to improve your videos every few weeks, right? Because I know people say, oh, improve every single video. Every new video should be 1% better than the last, but that's not realistic, bro. You're not going to do that. Aim for that by all means, but be more realistic and aim to make the videos better every 4 weeks or so, because that's what's more realistic, right? And just embrace the journey and understand that you're going to learn. You're only going to learn on the journey, right? You can consume all of this information and listen to people teaching you how to build personal brands for years, right? You can listen to all of the information in the world, but until you go out there and take the action and do the work out there in the field and actually start doing the thing, you're not going to learn. You're not going to learn anything about it. The only way you learn is just by going out there and doing the thing, right? Information is not how you learn. Taking action is how you learn. I'm going to leave that video there, bro. You can join my free community at the top link in the description. It's a community for young men, or men in general, who are on this self-improvement journey, who want to start building personal brands, who want to build these lives of freedom, and the community is free. And you get a free one-to-one onboarding call with me when you join that community. With all that being said, bro, like the video, drop a comment, share it, all of that good stuff. If you want to learn more about how to build a personal brand, again, go and join that free community, or even join the paid community where I actually teach you specifically in depth how to go and build a personal brand. Obviously, this video is okay, right? It will help, but there's a lot more detail and a lot more depth to it that I just can't go into because the video would be fucking hours long. Appreciate you if you watched to the end, bro. Go out there and make it happen.